Welcome everyone. Madman bringing another RSL video. So today we're going to discuss patch 7, and I'm just going to briefly go over some stuff you've already seen and or heard of or whatever. So right now, Hydra is just, well, it got messed up big time. I was fortunate enough to finish my last key right after 3v3 reset last night, and it was a nightmare enough as it was for me. To complete just hard. Luckily, I'd done the other keys or whatever. So I got all those done before the patch went live, and so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, there's people that are struggling, and this is an in-game account, probably one of the worst in-game accounts that you're going to come across. But I'll show you here. Look at that. I got Ramontu. I don't have a CP. I don't have a Duchess. I don't have a Krisk or any of those super OP champions. My probably pride and joy there. In fact, Pouchon, I had to buy in the shop using up duplicates. So, Mishinaki, maybe OP. I don't. He's definitely really solid, but I don't know that he's super OP. I don't know where is he at. He should be right here somewhere. There, Tidor is probably to me the most OP champ that I've pulled to this point. Trina's not bad, but she's dropping like a rock. Thrall everybody can get, Python, and all those fusions everybody can get. Now, whether you did them or not, that's a different story. But as far as actual pull, Theodore, yes, I got one OP champion. I've spent some serious money, not nowhere near whale nor cracking amount of money, but I spent some damn good money, and you know, just not really got the payout that I was hoping for. Yeah, I got Hegemon. That was fairly recent, so he's not, I never had him when he was super OP in Arena. Nekmathar is pretty damn good too. You can make a case for him. And I'm not saying I don't have solid champs by any means, but most of them were fusions. Some of them are good pulls and stuff, but you know, nothing that just glaringly, no Krizia. That's literally game changer. Duchess is across the board in so many areas. OP. Tidor's OP, but he's dungeon god. He is the Zeus of Dragon. He is a god in Spider. He's a demigod there in Ice Column, and he is usable in Fire Knight, but not. You gotta have the rest of the team around him. So pretty damn solid in Doom Towers, obviously solid in Faction Wars. But outside of that, you're not using them really in Clan Boss, you're not really using them in Arena, you're not using them in Hydra. Probably, I don't know, never really tried him in Iron Twins or Sand Devil. So he's definitely an OP champ, but he is nowhere near what I would say a Krisk is or a Duchess or anything like that. Anyway, that's my little rant, but this is this is definitely an in-game account, just not what most people would prefer. That all being said, Hydra, oh man, just so people spent, some of them spent thousands upon thousands, not 10,000s of dollars building up their teams. They got nightmares, they got the pulls, they were lucky with blessings, whatever in the world, and just wow is all I can say, and that's all I really want to say about Hydra and that faux pas there. Live Arena. Live Arena, yes, one of those things that just, remains to be seen. And I think they've got, here's a make or break potentially part, even though if they don't fix Hydra, that might just literally kill the game. But, as much as I hate Hydra, I also love Hydra because it's challenging. I mean, I can one key Brutal, but, haven't even attempted Nightmare, and, our clan can't even take down Brutal. So, we're not there. But at least it's still a challenging part of the game, right? Faction Wars is just something you don't think about. Arena, since they ruined that for the beginning for me, and that includes 3v3. That's a whole nother video, but for me, they just suck. You killed it for them. You got a chance to make things up with Live Arena, but Player's going to screw it up, and here's where I think just a few things are going wrong. So, right now they're beta testing, fine, and they're doing a handful of people, because first they got to make sure that the damn servers can handle it. Now, here's where I think things can get screwy, and they're going to piss people off from the start, or just cause them not to care at all one way or the other, right? You can do all this stuff. We've been doing it for 4 years. People do it all, even free to play. I can do a lot of stuff with my free to play account, as far as Doom Tower and all those other content. So this extra Great Hall is not going to make a huge difference. In fact, some of it might actually be an annoyance, because you know what, your clan boss is set, and then you go pick speed, and you just threw a speed tune all out of whack, and now you got to re-gear. That costs a lot of coin, and that, like, I got 67 million coin right there. That can be gone with 2 or 3 champs from scratch, getting a full build. I mean, it can go quick. It goes quick. So, having to rebuild your clan boss just because you choose to bump the speed up for clan boss could really throw off your game. But anyway, that's a whole different story there. So, right now they're struggling. I've heard people not being able to even use the 5 keys, and that very limited player base got selected. I did not. We'll go here and we'll look at Arena. I didn't get selected on any of my accounts. So, is what it is, whatever. And I was watching the HH video earlier, and apparently, and I double checked, so now he could be wrong, but they get the rewards while they're test serving. So, I don't have a super big problem, right? You give them a energy refill, 3-star chicken, an extra day of XP or boost, whatever. That's all fine and dandy. But if they're getting geared during this week or so of test mode, and they're not going to get, I don't even think the whales whaling out big time are going to be able to get the fragments for the new champ that quick, because it takes like 4,000. So that's a whole lot of battles. But anyway, I don't think they're getting that done in a week. But they're damn sure as hell going to have one hell of a jump start if they can get the fragments and the gear of the new stuff. So right off the bat, you're going to say, yep, Live Arena is totally a whales game. That's probably not a good way to start. The second thing is, this brand new, right? This is brand new, and this is where people need to be patient, but this is where Plarium is going to screw it up. People need to be patient, because you still got to do a bunch of fights and stuff in Live Arena, and the dust has kind of got to settle, right? Everybody's starting from scratch. So yeah, whales got whales accounts, and new people or low spin got low spin and new accounts. And you jump into the Live Arena, well, you got to throw them all in there, and it's going to take a little while to sort it all out to where everybody falls in their place, so that they can start doing matchups appropriately, like, so that you're not seeing whales against newbies right from the start. Well, it's going to happen right from the start, but you don't want to keep going that way. So that could take a month or so. So personally, what I think is, no one gets, maybe you get little trivial things, like a pot of energy or whatever the hell, but winning or losing doesn't count against you for like the first month, right? You got to get the player levels, or however they're going to do the matchups. You got to get that all into balance first before you start like doing the rewards and let them do it, because the whales could easily jump up real quick, and the new players, well, they don't ever win a damn match. They quit first week and never try it again. Don't care. Who cares? And that's, they did that shit to me with Arena when I first started. It was so foobar that, I'd do Arena just because, but I don't like it. And I hate 3v3 even worse. But again, those are different stories for another day. So they need to take sometime, just offer little pilly rewards or whatever until the dust can kind of settle and everybody falls into an appropriate range there for match picking. Not necessarily a big fan of getting to negate a opponent's champion until the very end there. I think it should be in the middle so that you got, a little recourse action there to still make it kind of challenging, but it is what it is and whatnot. And then the other thing is these little time slots. Just that could potentially kill the game too, or kill this game mode severely, because hey, you put everything on UTC time code. Well, guess what? There are a lot of players around the entire damn globe. If there's 10 million players in the United States and you exclude them all but maybe an hour or two out of all of the windows, then you're getting rid of a lot of players when, maybe there's 100,000 Europe players. Now, I don't know the numbers, so, these are just spewing off the top of my head. But if a small amount gets to, do 2 or even all 4 of the windows, but a large amount gets excluded out of all of it, well, you know what? You just excluded all your players there. You're going to kill this game mode quicker than you know what. But anyway, I digress there. So I don't know. What they really need to do is have it to where, you can punch in 2-hour time slots or whatever that work for you, and then they try and work that around that, or figure out, okay, what'll work in the US or for time zones, whatever. But they need to try and figure that out, and they should have figured it out before they're releasing this content, if you ask me. Because, 4-hour windows, they don't want to bog down their servers. I get that. They want to make it so that, there's opponents ready available. I get that. But not everybody's on UTC time code. Tag Team Arena sucks. Reset at 1 a.m. for me, and 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning for Classic Arena. That sucks, and it's been a constant for years. It sucks. That's why a lot of US players don't push plat. They don't. I wonder what would happen if they had a chance to push plat, and I don't know, maybe someone in China or Russia was sound a damn sleep when reset was happening and didn't have to stay up making stupid decisions at 3 in the morning. I bet you things would change. But so there's another potential issue with the live arena. I think they need to address these things. I think they should not sit there and make rewards available until they give it, some time. Just let it be a fun mode, challenge, kind of keep track of wins and losses for the players or whatnot. But allow it to where you can fall into a comparable opponent. I already got, a few clanmates that did get selected to play it, and some of them hate it. In fact, some of them hate it so bad that they're pretty much like, you know what, if they make that part of the advanced quest or daily quest or whatever the hell, they're probably going to quit the game. Don't do that, player. Don't do it. You just don't do it. You already messed up with Hydra. Probably not setting this off real good. You just didn't think about little things like that really affect people. But anyway, I want to point out something that they still have not fixed in the patch, and it involves spider and hard mode. So I'm going to switch over, and I apologize if it doesn't come out very pretty there, but I got some recordings from beforehand with the spider comp, and then just like an hour ago, a few runs I did, and you're going to see they still haven't fixed the Sissia problem. So, thanks. Did this big old patch, messed up Hydra, still didn't fix Spider. But let's go take a look. Okay, so what we have here is, this is Spider 10 Hard, and I have a Cavalax, an Ignatius, Double Sissia, and Theodore. It's not properly built or whatever, but it was just kind of a testing. Now, this was done, I don't know, a week or two ago. I even submitted a bug report to Polarium, and admitted they need to fix things, but have they still fixed it? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm play here. I'm going to play and pause. If the video quality goes fuzzy, I apologize, but you know, I'm recording a recording, so and I'm not spending thousands of dollars on uber great software and all of that, because I'm not trying to make a buck off of this. I'm just trying to be informative and helpful as I can to other players. So what's going to happen here, we do HP burn with Ignatius there. We'll let it play through, and then now Theodore is going to do his poison and HP burn explosion. But you can see here, so see in green, 147,979. So that's the heal. That's how much the spider heals. Now that is 1%. That is 1%, like supposed to. So that happens 10 times for the 10 spiderlings, right? Because the overall HP is 14 million, right? 14,797,992 or something like that. Anyway, so 1% is 147,000, and that's the heal. The 433,000, that's actually 3%. So the 3% damage for burning all the spiders, and then the 1% heal. And you can see where we are. We did a little bit of damage, so we did 30, and I don't know if that bar is going to come back up. So that's where we did, right? So now I'm assuming this bar is roughly 25% since there's 4 of them. But what you're going to see here with Sissia, let me go ahead and play this some more. Sissia is going to do just her HP burn, and boom, we hit. So we were sitting over here, we dropped way down, got our 30%. Now, why it sum totals this, where Theodore's was a bunch of individuals, I don't know. But again, that's 30% damage, right? That's the sum of those 10 spiderlings taking HP burn damage. Now, let's see if I can slowly work my way through it here, because it's just fuzzily coming in the green. Look, that was crap. Now, it's real hard to see here in green, but you can see 2 million, and that's 811,000 and some change heal. I know it's very poor. I apologize for that. I don't know if I can make it better. But remember, 14 million. 1% of that is 140,000. So 10% heal, because you get 1% for each spiderling, is 1.4, not 2.8. So the spider's getting a double heal from Sissia doing her burn. That's wrong. They didn't fix that. So let's see here. Nope. It jumped on through here. Let me fast forward here, and let's see if we can find the next fight. Actually, this Sissia is going to go, but since she's going to destroy spiralings, it all kind of gets distorted on how much the heal is there. But it was 1.3 million, right? But she destroyed a bunch of spiders. Anyway, I'll jump forward to the next little recording part of this, and we'll see if we can show it to you again. Okay, so Theodore is going to take his turn here, and again, we get the individual ones, right? Individual damage, individual healing there. So that's what's going on there, and those numbers add up the way they're supposed to. But we're going to do Sissia here again, and we were right about here. We're going to jump way down here, so we get the 30%, and then it's going to come back up. But again, that's a sum total of all 10, so that's 30% damage there. And it is going to show it. You can see it a little bit better, but you can see the 2811, comma, I think it's 618. But you saw we were way down here, and then we jumped way the hell back up here, right? Now, this might be all right, you know, as far as this bar, because that is roughly 40%, but then, you know, maybe a little more, and we did get some damage from Cavalax and Ignatius. But not a crazy amount. In fact, let's rewind it here a little bit. So you can see we dropped all the way down to here, right? So let's just call that 37.5%. So we gained another 12.5% here, and then we still ended up over here. So yeah, we're getting about 20% more heal. We should be over on this side of that. So what's the deal? But this is, again, all in the beginning. This was before, they even realized what was going on there. So now I'm going to swap over to the video that I recorded about an hour ago and show you it is still not fixed. So bear with me. So here's our video there from just an hour ago. So this is after the 7.0 patch release here. And again, I apologize if it gets fuzzy in there. I don't know if that's just during the playback or whatnot. My graphics card should be able to handle it. It is a brand new 3060 NVIDIA card. But you'll see again here the 10 HP burn, 3% damages, and the 1% heals. Again, why does it do this and not sum it all up? Or why does it sum it all up for Sissy and not do the individuals? I don't know. And sometimes it'll switch. Like if I make Sissy a faster, she might be the one that does all the individuals, and then his will get summed up. But I haven't really found that it's consistent. Like if you switch back and forth or whatever, it just seems to be random. Beats the hell out of me. So we'll go ahead though, and we'll let Sissia take her turn here. And so summed up there, you can start to see the green right where it says this Constitution, Vile Constitution passive. Right behind this little bit of green shading is going to be that heal amount. And I don't know if I can get it actually to go there. So 3.4 million or whatever the hell, it looks like times 2. So I don't know what in the world is going on there. But as you can see, we're way up here. We are not well past the 40% damage mark. And then boom, I got nuked. So my team wasn't built. So we're going to skip forward. I fixed the build there, and we'll double check that here in a second. Okay, so 3 to 5% damage there after Cavalax did his enemy max HP, but he did put up the poisons. And then we're going to get the burns there, and we did not get much movement on that. But I have not tuned it for the 10% damage or anything like that. Right now I'm just trying to get, the first was check the concept, and then I was on this, wait, this is way ridiculous. But again, so the individual HP burn damages, the individual heals, we are definitely past the 25%. So we got the 30% damage right there, and you saw it drop briefly way down here, and then we end up here. So we're definitely got a bit of damage. Now, he's going to do a little extra because he's also setting off the poisons. That's another reason I was kind of working with this comp, was the increased speed boost from Cavalax, so I don't have to have everybody over 245 and still be able to do some damage. Plus, as he's putting on poisons, Theodore can do a little bit of extra damage as well. But that all being said, boom, she's going to hit, and you can see it drops way down here. So that definitely looks like 30%, but this will probably end up somewhere around in here. Plus, yeah, so we're way up here. We figured it would come back around to here, but we're way up here, and I don't know if this heal will, you can't see it very well, but again, we're at 2.811618. I know you can't read that, but you can see that there are 7 digits in there instead of just 3. Or that should at least be starting with a 1, and that's clearly not a 1. 1, 4. That would be 10%. That's 20%. You can see it in the bar. That's a big heal. They have not fixed this, and no one's even noticed, and I'm not sure that anybody even cares. And at this point, I don't know that Plarium will ever fix it. Now what you'll see here is probably a different heal, different amount of damage. I wasn't paying attention, but that is definitely above 1.4. So they still didn't fix the heal. Now remember, she killed the spiderlings. The second one killed the spiderlings. So that's why the HP burn damage is not high enough in there. So, but they haven't fixed that. So basically, Theodore's great. Sissia is not. Let's see, I think I did one more run here, so let's jump forward to it. Well, we'll just kind of watch it play through here. He's going to put up his poison, so we're going to end up probably around in here as far as damage once he's done. Hopefully my mouse is showing up. So yeah, right in there. We're not going to move much, maybe a tick or two. Yeah, maybe a tick there from Ignatius doing his. Again, our 3% and 1% heals, and we are again here. So, that's somewhere in the 35 to 37.5 inch range. I'd say 35. But so if that's 35, we take another bar here, so we should be, that's not quite halfway, and that'll be, a bar's worth is 25, so halfway we should end up here, and then end up back over here after the heal. But that is from here to here, that is under 20% for sure. So we should not be at or past that bar once she's gone. And of course, you'll see it in the numbers there, 400,000, and then again the 281, and we're up past this bar. That's just wrong. And so there's no shot of this comp ever having a chance to work because you're just not going to do the damage. And then the same thing, and 1.31 million in heal there. And of course, everybody but Theodore got wiped, but we knew it was not going to work. But they still haven't fixed Sissia. No one's even noticed. So I'm going to put the video out, letting people know, hey, there you go. Sissia is still broken. Maybe submit another bug report to Plarium there. But it was just one more thing I wanted to kind of point out, something that they left off. Hey, let's mess up Hydra, still leave Spider screwed up, and show that we're not quite thinking about all the little aspects that will piss players off when it comes to live arena. They're going to burn out quick if they're, losing battles because a normalization has not been set to begin with amongst player powers and accounts and all of that. And then the time zone factor too. It's going to make people just not care. So I'm going to do something a little different there this time. Let me know what you think in the comments. I kind of want to hear your feedback. Was this video worth it? Was it total crap? Do you agree with some of the things I said? Do you not? That's fine, but I want a little feedback. That would be much appreciated. So whether I keep going with these videos or not, should I even bother sending a bug report or whatever? But hopefully at least this was knowledgeable. So have a nice day.